What's up, YouTube? It's Chris here. Thought I'd show you the Canon Vixia R800. This thing is tiny. Very small. This is probably the cheapest camera I've ever bought. It's 130 bucks. I bought it from Open Box. You know, it's not bad. It's got, you know, a flip out screen. Turns on immediately when you open it. Tells you when the lens cap is closed, so it'll actually chime like that. And then it's got a 32x zoom, which is kind of awesome. I could just you can see that. Now it has a touch screen, which is kind of cool. And also, if you're vlogging, the camera will actually flip to show you what you're looking at. Now, I used this the other day outside, and you can't see this screen. It's too dim. You know, the quality isn't bad on the video end. It's nowhere near the GoPro. This shoots 1080, 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames. It does do lower frames. It's got cinema mode, which allows you to customize a few things. It uses an SD card. So right here is where the card would sit. And it's got a cover. You can see the card now, it's exposed. It's got a play button. It's got an on-off button. It's got a, I didn't notice this at all, but it has, it's like got a filled hole here for something. I don't know what that is. But it's got an HDMI, a mini HDMI out. It's got a microphone input and an audio output for headphones. So you know what? It's USB 1, which is kind of slow. Comes with this cable here. Well, actually, this is the HDMI mini to normal. This is the USB. So it's just a regular, slow, old school USB. It's got a full-size charger. Apparently it charges in about 10 hours, but it only took 3 hours to charge this bad boy up. It's really nice. It's got this little handhold here, and it's got a fucking post on the bottom so I can mount it in my gimbal. Now, it was pretty tricky to actually balance because when I was walking down the road, it tended to twist back and forth, so that's why the footage appears that it's kind of moving. And it's hard to compensate for that without having wheels. But, you know, overall, for 100 bucks, you can't go wrong. It's pretty good. You know, when you're filming, all you do is you hit this button here, and then this flashes to tell you that it's shooting. So it's, there it is. You know, you can, I did a test yesterday shooting from my office, and I zoomed out to these construction workers that were building this new building, and I was impressed by the how far I could get out. Now the sharpness is not all there. You know, it says it's a 57 times zoom. I think it's just really a 32x optical, and that's what it says on the top. The other part of that is like a digital zoom, which is kind of useless. It's got microphone ports, stereo microphone on the front, so left and right. You know, so it covers all the bases. So this is a pretty good handy cam for taking basic shots. It's got a charging port on the side. The battery comes off quite easily, just like that. It's a standard Canon battery. And it just flips in. Charges pretty quickly. You know, the quality is not as good as the GoPro. I didn't expect it to match. The color was a bit washed out. I had to compensate it in Resolve to get it up there a little bit. But you know, what do you expect for like 130 bucks? It's quite the bargain. I'll probably take this with me when I go travel and visit family and shit, in addition to some of the other camera stuff I'll have. This is a good backup camera, like, or even use it for B-roll shots where you can have like a side view or another perspective, like a little lower down from the camera. You know, it's pretty good. Like, so far it's lasted. We'll see. A friend of mine, Johnny, has this exact same camera, and you know, he was right. He's like, just get a cheapy handy cam, that's all you really need. And that's, you know, if you're just shooting basic YouTube, you can get away with this. It's perfectly fine, but you have to really have everything lit right, because it is noisy. The sensor is tiny in this camera, not as large as the other cameras that I have, but you know, it's a good little backup unit. It's pretty damn awesome. It's one of the cheapest Canons you can buy. Admittedly, it's about I think 3 or 4 years old now, so these are not cutting edge. If you're looking for a cutting edge camera, this will not do it. It's too basic. You know, you could probably spend $400 or $500 and get a half decent handy cam. I don't know which ones to recommend. I'd probably suggest you go to watch Marcus Picks. He's a gentleman on YouTube that's pretty awesome. He's got everything, and he reviews handy cams and all the cameras, and even he says, you know, handy cams can't be beat. He's right. You know, for simplicity of the shot, making sure it's in focus, not worrying about composition. Like, it's just, you just open the fucking door, hit the button, and you're ready to go. So anyway, that's my short take on this. I'll probably play around with this more later on in the week as I start to get out and about. Yeah, so this is the Canon Vixia R800.